Hello, this is Jeff Pelton. I'm one of the co-founders and the Chief Marketing and Training Officer for MaxGroup Business Solutions. What I'm going to be covering with you today is our digital solutions training for new and existing representatives. I'll be training you on the following modules. Number one, understanding the marketplace and our solutions. Number two, a brief description of our products and services. Number three, how to market MaxGroup Business Solutions to a potential client, including the type of businesses to target, activity levels to achieve results, how to present, what to say, how to close the sale, and effective follow-up. Okay, let's jump in. I want you to understand why what we do is so essential in the marketplace. There's a major shift going on in the market. More than ever before, business owners are faced with the challenge of how to connect and engage their customers to increase their revenue. The internet and the mobile revolution are game changers. In the past, business owners have relied on traditional methods of marketing such as newspapers, television, radio, and other forms, but statistics show that all of these forms of marketing are not yielding the ROI that businesses want or need. The internet and mobile revolution have changed the entire marketing industry. A company's digital footprint can make or break their success. The internet is telling a story about your client's brand every day. And in some cases, the story that's being told is not consistent with the brand that they want to portray. We live in a world where thousands of brands shout at us every day, so it is essential that your clients set their brand identity apart from their competitors. So especially small to medium-sized businesses need solutions that will help them connect and engage their existing and new customers, but also effectively brand their business as a one-of-a-kind and distinct from all the rest. That's where MaxGroup Business Solutions really makes a difference. MaxGroup Business Solutions is a digital creation, branding, and marketing company with solutions that help business owners attract, connect, and engage their existing new customers. MaxGroup has become the national leader in this space. MaxGroup core products consist of products and services in overlapping, integrated, and complementary areas. This usually results in our customers utilizing two or more of our recommended approach for maximum ROI. So customers are often subscribers of not one, but two or more product lines. At MaxGroup Business Solutions, we have an all-in-one solutions approach because any successful marketing strategy is made up of two elements. The first element, which is a way to take their business to their customers, this is where our mobile text marketing is a perfect solution. The second element, which is a way to bring their customers to their business, this is accomplished through our mobile and desktop websites, our SEO, our press releases, and our email automation. Number two, let me give you a brief description of our products and services. Let's start with our mobile text marketing solution, which really drives sales when our customers need it the most. Our MaxGroup Pro mobile text marketing is the most effective way for businesses to reach and engage their customers by pushing communication and branding directly on the mobile phone. All other forms of marketing require their customers to search and retrieve the business's information. So that's why mobile text marketing, which we refer to as push marketing, is the only marketing channel that enables a business to take their message or incentive directly to their customer's mobile phone via text, which results in being read within minutes. One click of a button can send a mobile coupon to their entire customer base, and because the text is going directly to the mobile phone, they can take immediate action. We are seeing where a business can send a message out at 10 a.m. and have customers in their store by 11 a.m. No other form of marketing advertising can do that. The results are unparalleled due to the fact that the majority of the people have their mobile phones with them and are on an average of 16 hours a day. Our menu-driven mobile website solution makes it easy for customers to find and do business with their clients. Menu-driven mobile websites are simply the hottest and fastest selling technology in the mobile marketing space today. Many websites that are mobile optimized are still very difficult to navigate through. Remember that for a website to be effective, number one, customers need to find that website. And number two, customers have to stay on the website long enough to get the information that they need to make a decision to do business with that company. The challenge with most mobile optimized websites is that when the information from the desktop website is optimized, it creates very long scrolling pages, which makes it extremely difficult and frustrating experience for a customer to navigate through the website and find the information that they're looking for. Statistics show that customers will not scroll down page after page of content to find the information that they need to make a buying decision. So our custom created menu-driven mobile websites make it easy for prospective customers to find what they're looking for in just a few clicks, which enhances their experience. This makes the difference of somebody doing or not doing business with a company. You know, with more than 74% of all mobile phone owners now using their smartphone device to access the web instead of their PCs or laptops, our menu-driven mobile websites are the preferred way for a business or organization to increase exposure, to increase sales, and to improve their conversion rates. Our desktop solution increases traffic, increases exposure, and increases revenue for our clients. Most people think that all businesses must already have a website, and in reality, according to a recent study, 46% of U.S. small businesses still don't have a website for their company. And many of the companies that do have a website, they have outdated websites. Our talented web creation team will design an effective, state-of-the-art desktop website that conveys the image and branding of a company. It also integrates essential SEO elements that get our clients found on the internet search results for just a fraction of the cost of other companies that are in this arena. Quite literally, a $1,995 desktop website, for example, created by MaxGroup will be more attractive, have higher satisfaction from the end user, and ultimately be more effective when being searched than a typical site created for $5,000 by one of our competitors. Our SEO solutions will help a business dramatically increase the number of customers who find that business when they're searching. You know, it's interesting, the internet today is all about visibility. The higher you rank in the search engine results, the more website visitors that you're going to receive. And the challenge is that most people that search on the internet, they're searching for what your client sells rather than by their company name, since they don't even know that that company exists. So for a website to be found, it is essential that a company implements effective SEO strategies in order to show up toward the top of the search results. Google changes their algorithm over 500 times annually, so MaxGroup is actively evaluating and making adjustments to our SEO campaigns daily so that our clients are always guaranteed the best in the search results. Our press release solution is just amazing. You know, MaxGroup Media gets your client's brand and story viewed by millions of people nationwide. Due to the digital age that we're in, consumers want to get their information instantly, and this puts a lot of pressure on the media companies to try and output as much material as possible. And this often causes them to heavily rely on the use of press releases in order to create their stories. Well, MaxGroup Media is one of the industry-leading press release distribution services with years of experience in digital marketing and public relations. And MaxGroup is the preferred service provider for publicists, marketing, and advertising agencies, public relation firms, government agencies, and individual companies and organizations. MaxGroup gets your client's brand and story published on major well-known news outlets like ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, CW, as well as Bloomberg, Fortune, Forbes, and the Associated Press. We also distribute their news release to our network of 500 plus news sites and 100,000 plus business blogs, which is the largest syndicated network worldwide. A major benefit to including press releases in your client's marketing strategy is link building. One of the main SEO ranking factors used by Google and other search engines is the number of links a website has pointed at it. The more backlinks from quality websites like ABC, NBC, CBS, etc. to your client's sites, the higher it should rank for the keywords they are targeting. Imagine when your client's press release is picked up by hundreds of online media sites, they will quickly build a large volume of links back to their website. Our MaxGroup intelligent email automation is very unique because unlike traditional email marketing, our technology talks with and responds to your client's prospects. Our proprietary intelligent behavioral-based email system creates an automation based on the contact's actions, interests, or behaviors, which really increases the chance of them doing business. We refer to this as if this, then that type of campaign. You can target market to your customers and give them exactly what each individual wants. For example, when a customer selects a particular item in one of the emails, the system sends them relevant information based on their individual responses. You know, it's really tough if you run a small business. It can be hard to stay connected with customers when you're trying to keep up with everything else in your business. So it's like your clients have a personal marketing rep working for them 24 hours a day. So there's no question that our solutions make a tremendous difference for businesses. So that leaves one question. What about you? Everything is in place for you to achieve extraordinary results with MaxGroup Business Solutions. With our MaxGroup proprietary technology, you have the ability to make a profound difference for business owners and organizations in the marketplace. And our revolutionary compensation plan allows you to sell not only the best-in-class products in the marketplace and receive upfront commissions and bonuses, but also to build a significant residual income. There really are no limits. The great part about the MBS opportunity is the freedom that you have to grow as much as you like with no ceiling on advancement or income. You're limited only by your own drive and ability. This could be your chance to achieve in the next 3 to 5 years more than most people accomplish in a 40-year career in corporate America. Okay, now let's talk about number 3, which is how to market MaxGroup Business Solutions to potential clients. I am going to cover what to do, what to say, how to present, and how to close the sale. By the end of this training, you will feel very comfortable to go out in the field and start talking to prospective clients. But first, let's talk about the type of businesses to target. We suggest that you stay in the sweet spot. You know, when you think of our MaxGroup products and services, you can imagine all types of businesses and organizations that could benefit. But when we review our client base, we find that there are certain types of businesses where our marketing directors typically make multiple product sales, and those businesses are restaurants, retail stores, small boutiques. Those are the types of businesses that we would suggest that you really focus on. Now, that does not mean that you don't want to approach salons, spas, nonprofits, and other types of businesses. It just means that if you're going to be out in the field for 8 hours, you want to make sure that restaurants, retail stores, and boutiques are really a main part of your focus. To get the best results, we suggest that you focus on local businesses rather than franchise chains. One of the great things is with local smaller businesses, you're able to talk with the business owner or decision maker, and they're able to make a buying decision quickly. Many of the national franchise chain stores have stricter marketing guidelines and require that all their marketing goes through a corporate headquarters. Also remember that the larger the company, the greater chance that they have their own marketing department that internally takes care of some of the services that we provide. The smaller mom and pop type of businesses outsource most of their marketing. Again, you can get to the decision maker and they can make a buying decision very quickly. Don't make the mistake of thinking of going after the big deal. Here, the big deal is the little deal, trust me. Move fast, call on lots of businesses, and although you should be great at follow-up, learn to figure out quickly when a business owner is wasting your time. For time wasters, we have a very technical approach. Thanks, but next. Practice a some will, some won't, and someone else is waiting for me mentality. I can't stress enough that I would encourage you to start with your warm market. The solution that MBS brings to the marketplace is phenomenal and will help business owners grow their business. But the biggest challenge that you will face is getting in the door to present to the business owner or decision maker. So don't overlook the obvious. You know friends, family, business owners that you have a relationship with that could benefit from what we do. We would strongly suggest that you reach out to those people first. From there, you will not only get customers, but also you'll begin to build referral resources. Even your friends and family that don't own businesses, they may know other people who own businesses. Nothing is more powerful than calling on a company that you personally do business with and being able to say, hey, I'm a customer of yours. I would expect that any business that you give your business to, they should at least give you a few minutes to let you show them how you can help them. It's always much easier to open a conversation with a business that you do business with. And a good opener could be, hey, I'm one of your customers, and give them a compliment. You know, hey, I love your calzones. They're some of the best that I've ever eaten. The reason I stopped by is that I was in your restaurant the other day and I couldn't help but notice that you're not doing any type of mobile text marketing. My company can help you drive customer traffic and increase sales by marketing to your customers on their mobile phone. We specialize in digital solutions for your business like mobile text marketing, menu-driven mobile websites, desktop websites, SEO, press releases, and email automation. I will only need about 20 minutes of your time, so I'd like to set up a time either tomorrow or Wednesday to show you how we can help you. Which day is better for you? And then I would just give two choices in the next couple days. But you can see when you're calling on a warm market, you're calling on businesses that you already have a relationship with, you've already done business with them, you can see where you are much more likely to get the opportunity to be able to sit down with the business owner and talk to them about what it is that we do. So make sure you are leveraging your warm market. Next, I want to talk about the importance of having a winning mentality. You know, since your inner world is reflected into your outer world, it is critical how you view yourself, your products, and your company. How you see yourself is more important than anything you say. The big part of communication is nonverbal. One recent study at UCLA indicated that up to 93% of communication effectiveness is determined by nonverbal cues. Another study indicated that the impact of a presentation was determined 7% by the words used, 38% by voice quality, and 55% by nonverbal communication. Remember that you are a consultant, not a salesperson. A consultant is a person who provides professional or expert advice in a particular field and has a wide knowledge of the subject matter. A consultant knows what the business owner wants and will offer solutions rather than trying to talk them into it. Your posture and how you position yourself is everything in every meeting that you have with a prospective client. Let's talk for a moment about activity. You know, success in our business model begins and ends with activity. Independent contractors determine their activity level, and depending on the results that you want to have, you can adjust your efforts accordingly. But I have 3 words for you: freedom with responsibility. You know, when we look over our marketing directors, 75 to 80% of those reps are spare time or part-time. Spare time reps turn in maybe a new account perhaps once a month. Part-time reps average about 1 new business account weekly. Then we've got our full-time reps who average about 3+, some of them 5 to 10+ sales in new business accounts weekly. Of those who say that they're full-time, they really only average about 30 hours a week working. But regardless of whether our reps are full-time, part-time, spare time, it doesn't matter. Most of the members of our rep team activate 2+ products per each business account. When I covered what it is that we do, you can see why many businesses can benefit from several of our product lines. One of the most exciting things about MBS for Mark Scovern and myself is the incredible residual and upfront commissions that are being paid out to the field. I want to give you an idea of what is possible for you at MaxGroup Business Solutions. As a marketing director, which is less than 30 accounts, in month one, if you got 2 SEO Essential clients, 2 SEO Local clients, and 10 Mobile Text Marketing Select clients, that would generate $1,000 per month in residual income alone. This does not include any upfront commissions you would have earned. Imagine $1,000 per month residual income every month just at this level of activity. And if you did this for 3 months, you would become an RVP. An RVP is someone who has 30 plus accounts. Now, if you continue the activity that I just went over for 3 months, which means you would now have 6 SEO Essential clients, 6 SEO Local clients, and 30 Mobile Text Marketing Select clients. That's what you would have generated over the 3 months. That would pay you $3,600 per month in residual income alone. And again, this does not include any of the additional upfront commissions you would have earned. That is $43,200 per year residual income while you work, retire, or sleep in a hammock. Now, if you repeated that same activity for 12 months, this is what would happen. You would become an SVP and all of your compensation would increase again per client. As an SVP, which means that you now have 120 accounts, if you continued that same activity I just went through, and you did that over a 12-month period, you would now have 24 SEO Essential clients, 24 SEO Local clients, and 120 Mobile Text Marketing Select clients. Here's the amazing thing. That would total $17,400 per month in residual income alone. And let me repeat that this does not include any additional upfront commissions that you would have earned. That is over $200,000 per year in residual income alone. This would come in like clockwork, and if something happened to you, the residuals are paid to your spouse, your partner, or your children. So would it be worth doing the activity to generate this number of clients? You know, it's not all about the money, but think about the lifestyle that you would have. I just showed you how to create residual income, get to come and go when you want, spend time with your family. Many of you have a job that requires you to be in an office 5 days per week with 2 weeks vacation a year if you're lucky. With residual income, you have the freedom to be able to take off when you want, spend time with your family and friends. To me, the flexibility to create your work around your life is the ultimate. Now, when we are talking about income examples, our legal counsel always wants me to tell you that although this is how the example would pay the rep, incomes are not guaranteed, as all reps are 1099 independent contractors. So make sure that you see the income disclosure. Okay, now I want to share information with you around the client presentation. Let's start by talking about the presentation materials that you're going to need in the field. First, let's start with the brochure and your business cards. You want to use the MaxGroup Business Solutions approved professional company presentation brochure and leave behind piece. We call that the Digital Solutions brochure. And you also will want to have your MBS business cards. You want to have labels printed and affix a label on the back of each brochure with your contact information. You want to at least have your name, phone number, email. Those should all be included. And you don't want to handwrite it. You want it to look professional. So I would say to go ahead and invest in maybe some professional labels to put on the back of the brochure. Even though our Digital Solutions brochure will be the only professional piece that you're going to need to present from, you're going to want to have a lot of other forms with you at all times. To access those forms, you just go to www.maxgroupbusiness.com, click on the Team Login tab, enter your email and password. Then under the Getting Started section, you'll want to print, it's a form called the Checklist, Forms to Print and Use in the Field. The checklist will give you some instructions on some of the forms that you're going to want to make color copies and then laminate, and you'll use that throughout your presentation. And then you'll also want to make black and white copies. And some of those you can leave behind. And the customer service agreement you're going to use to submit all of your sales. As a marketing director, you are entitled to receive our Office Depot and Office Max discount. MaxGroup has a national Office Depot and Office Max account, and because of our nationwide volume, we enjoy the most aggressive discount of 50% off on all items from the reprographics department. This does not include office supplies and furniture, but as a marketing director, you can leverage our national account to receive the 50% discount when you print all of your color copies, your lamination, black and white copies, all of the forms that are on the checklist. We recommend that you print off plenty of MBS forms, put them into a labeled folder, and then have those with you, as well as put plenty of them in your automobile. You want to have them with you all the time. I can't tell you how many times I've been out and having a meal that's turned into either a presentation on the spot or an appointment resulting in a sale. You always want to be prepared. All right, let's talk about what to look for when you enter a business. When you first walk into the business, before you say a word, you want to make a mental note of the following items. You want to look around to get ideas so that you can connect them into your conversation. Another thing you want to think about is how could our mobile text marketing and other services help them grow their business? Think of which of our MaxGroup Pro texting features would apply to their business. This is all great information for you to have so that, like I said, you're able to connect that information and put it into the conversation. Here are some examples. So if you've made some mental notes and now you're in the middle of a conversation, you could say something like, I see you're having a special event next Tuesday. Imagine if you were able to announce that special sales event directly to all of your customers through their mobile phone. Or you could say something like, I see you have weekly events. We could help you drive traffic by listing those events on your menu-driven mobile website so that your customers could easily view your events. Also, our mobile text marketing technology could push each of those events directly to each of your customers so that they don't have to search for that information. The combination would really increase your business. Being able to show a prospective customer how our products and services can be applied to their business goes a long way. That is much more effective than just doing a generic presentation. So now that you've gathered the specific information about their business, let's talk about your introduction, what you should say. You want to make sure that you observe how busy they are so that you can evaluate how much time you have. The important thing is that you only have 30 to 60 seconds to get their attention and pique their interest. So your introduction needs to be concise and has to help them visualize how our technology can help them drive customer traffic to increase their sales. Personally, I find that our mobile text marketing is a very easy product to lead with, and then I introduce our other digital solutions. You could say something like, hi, are you the business owner? If not, is the business owner in? And then just introduce yourself. You know, my name is Jeff Pelton and I'm a customer of yours. I couldn't help but notice, but you're not currently doing any kind of mobile text marketing to grow your business. So I wanted to stop by and introduce myself. I'm with MaxGroup Business Solutions and we offer digital solutions that could really help you. Our technology enables you to reach, connect, and engage with your customers to drive customer traffic when you're having a slow day. One of the things we specialize in is mobile text marketing, which would allow you to be able to communicate with your customers on their mobile phone. For example, our mobile text marketing is real simple. You would place signs around your business to invite your customers to join your mobile club, and for example, they would text pizza to 70,000. And when they do, our software automatically enters them into a database, so there's nothing else that you have to do. And let me just pause here to say that I would use a keyword that applies to their industry. So obviously if it's a pizza place, then I would use the word pizza. If it's a retail store, then maybe use the name of their company as the keyword. Don't be concerned at this point if a particular keyword is available. That's something that will get handled at the home office once they become a client. And then I would say something like, let's say you're having a slow day this coming Thursday. With our technology, you have the ability within seconds to send a text blast out with an incentive. And since you're reaching your customers on their mobile phone, they're getting that message immediately and they can take action immediately. For example, if you send a lunch special out at 10 a.m. in the morning, you could have customers in here at 11 a.m. You know, one of the greatest things is that our customers have reported, and this is key, that they're able to take that one time per month customer and turn them into a 2 or maybe 3 time per month customer. You've just doubled, if not tripled, your sales. Then I would ask a question like, what tools are you currently using to reach your customers once they leave your business? Okay, let's do a quick breakdown of this initial conversation. Number one, you've just described our services with a story that is visual in terms of benefits. The business now has an understanding of how our services can help them drive traffic into their business. Number two, every business owner is concerned about slow days, so you want to make sure that you incorporate that into your conversation. Number three, you have addressed their main concern, which is how can they increase their revenue by driving customer traffic. Number four, you've piqued their interest and bought yourself a few more minutes so that you can explain a little bit further. Number five, you want to ask questions throughout your conversation. You never want to talk for long periods without getting them involved in the conversation. So every 3 to 5 minutes, you want to ask them a question to keep them engaged and also get a feel for where they are in the conversation. Number six, if the business owner is not available, briefly pique the interest of the coworker by sharing the same 4 points that you would share with the owner. And those 4 points are: give them an overview of what we do, that it's easy to join, that they can turn a slow day into a busy one, that they can turn their 1 time per month customers into 2 and sometimes 3 time per month customers. Number 7, you want to ask them if you can leave a brochure, but make sure that you get their name and you also get the name of the owner. Being kind to the coworker goes a long way. They can be your internal cheerleader. Also, knowing their name and the owner's name makes it much warmer when you call them back. And number 8, throughout your conversation, always speak in terms of benefits. Remember that the business owner is concerned with driving customer traffic to increase revenue. That is their key objective. So as you explain the features of our different services, make sure that you're highlighting the benefits that they'll receive rather than focusing so heavily on the features. Okay, now you're ready to present what MaxGroup Business Solutions can do for them. You will be using our digital solutions brochure for your presentation. This brochure includes everything that we do all in one place. You can purchase these professionally printed brochures in your team resource center. I would suggest that you make notes as I go through page by page and tell you exactly how to present using this brochure. All right, let's begin with the cover page. You will want to use the brochure to point out 3 things on this cover page. Number 1, that MaxGroup Business Solutions is the expert in digital solutions, which includes digital creation, branding, and marketing. Number 2, we are known across the country for helping businesses reach and engage more customers. And number 3, you have probably seen us on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, CW, and other major networks. We've been featured for the results that we have achieved for hundreds of companies nationwide. This cover page is so important because you are establishing MaxGroup's credibility and you're letting the business owner know the ultimate benefit for them, which is to reach and engage more customers. This is going to create the listening throughout the entire brochure. Next, you want to open the brochure to the branding page. Present by reading and pointing to the information. You don't want to read word for word, so we've highlighted the points that you'll want to make. So if I was presenting to a potential client, here are the points that I would make on the page. I would start in the middle of the page with Think Digital First. You want the client to understand that everything that we're talking about in this brochure is about them going digital. So here's how I would go through the page. I would start out by telling them, success in business today is all about your digital footprint, and that is why it's crucial for businesses to think digital first. The internet is telling a story about your brand every day, and what's it saying about you? You want to increase your visibility by going viral online, And it's essential that you set your brand identity apart from your competition. You know, one of our 5-star reviews on Google said, within 90 days, my website is getting over 500 organic hits a month. I am getting new customers at a rate that I've never gotten in 10 years. I love MaxGroup and their customer service is incredible. And these are the same stories that we're hearing from a lot of our customers. We are one company with 100% reach. Marketing is all about perception, and once your brand has created a perception in the minds of your customers, it's very difficult and expensive to change. So that's why MaxGroup Business Solutions is very passionate about effectively branding companies so that you can reach and engage more customers. MaxGroup will create, cultivate, and syndicate your story and brand bigger and better than anyone else can. We do that by creating effective websites, making your website mobile friendly, implementing SEO keywords that get you found on Google and other search engines. We get you listed on top citation sites. We create backlinks to your website. One of the ways we create backlinks is by syndicating press releases to get your company in the news. Blog posts are a huge SEO element that we focus on. We show companies how to push their message to their customers. We also focus on email automation, text to mobile. We show you how to control the message. And by the way, whoever controls the message controls the buyer. So that's critical. And here's how we do all that. Okay, I want to pause the presentation for a minute and give you 3 notes. Number 1, notice how quickly I went through that page and the items that I focused on. Number 2, this page is designed to give them an overview of who MaxGroup Business Solutions is and all of the things that we'll do for our clients, but this is not the time to elaborate a great deal on any of the items. You'll be doing that on the following pages. And number 3, as I mentioned earlier in the training, you want to ask questions throughout your presentation to keep them engaged and to find out where their interest level is. Their questions or comments will help you focus more or less on specific areas. Make sure as you're going through the presentation that you don't get stuck on presenting and that you allow the conversation to guide you. Okay, so once you're finished with the branding page, you're now going to tell them how you're going to accomplish all of those things that you just outlined for them. So we move on to the mobile text marketing page. Here are the items that I would point out on that page. One of our effective products is our mobile text marketing. This is a perfect way for you to boost your business with our 24+ powerful and unique features. 70% of all business comes from either existing customers or referrals from your existing customers. That's why it's so essential that your marketing focus offers a solution to connect and engage with existing customers. One of the major benefits of our mobile text marketing technology is that it will help you increase your customer loyalty. You know, loyalty programs are a great way to increase your customers' retention and bring your customers back over and over. Another benefit is that you can increase your customer traffic. With one click of a button, you can send a text blast to your entire customer base, and within minutes, they will receive it on their mobile phone and can take immediate action. For example, if you send out a text at 10 a.m. in the morning, you could have customers in your business by 11 a.m. You can also increase your revenue by taking that 1 time per month customer and turning them into a 2 or even 3 time per month customer. Our MaxGroup Pro text marketing is the most effective and efficient way which enables you to connect, engage, and interact with your customers. The process is very simple and it gets you great results. What happens is your customers text your unique keyword to our short code number to join your mobile club. For example, they might text pizza to 70,000. And when they do, your customers immediately receive your welcome auto-response text message. Your customers are then automatically entered into your database, so there's nothing else that you have to do. You don't need to take down their name, you don't need to take down their number, and then have to input it into our system. It's all done through our technology. Then when your business is slow, you can leverage our 24+ powerful and unique features to drive customer traffic. Features like mobile coupons to incentivize your customers to come back, mobile surveys so that you can engage your customers and get their feedback. Maybe you're thinking of adding a new item to your menu. You could send out a multiple choice survey and get immediate feedback. We also have a digital rewards programs feature. You know the old punch card, if you buy 10 subs, you get one free? Well, our technology has made this process completely digital. So every time your customer comes in and buys an item, you add a point to their account and they immediately receive a text telling them, congratulations, you've just received 1 point and now you're 8 points away from your free sub or whatever it is that you're setting up as part of your loyalty program. Also, one of the great things about this feature is that when they enter into the rewards program, they're also entered into your database. So you can send a text blast out anytime you want to incentivize them to revisit your business. One of the problems with the old punch card system is that you would give someone a card and you would just hope that they come back in, and you had no way of being able to reach back out to them to incentivize them to come back in. Well, because our program is completely digital and because these people are in your database, you're able now to reach back out to those people and, like I said, incentivize them to come back in. We've got other features like mobile voting. We've got appointment reminders. The auto campaigns this is one of the most powerful features that allows you to target market your customers. For example, you could ask your customers if they prefer A, B, or C. Then let's say a customer picks A. Well, then they would receive information that is specific to A. If someone chooses B, then they would get different information that's targeted for them. You're giving your customers exactly the information that they're interested in. We refer to this type of target marketing campaigns as if this, then that campaigns, because what it's based on is your customer's behavior. But again, it's target marketing them to give them exactly what they're looking for. And we've got many, many other different features. What really sets us apart from our competitors is the 24+ robust features that we have in our proprietary technology, because we have many different features that help you get more people opted into your database, and we have a bunch of features that will help you keep your customers engaged. This is why our mobile text marketing service is so effective. One of the other ways that you can improve your digital footprint is through your website. You know, the purpose of your website is to generate business. 80% of websites are poorly designed and outdated, making them virtually worthless. So most sites fall short in branding their business correctly and creating a web design that retains the customer's attention. It's essential that your site contains the SEO elements that get you found on Google, Yahoo, and Bing, and all the other search engines. But the important thing to remember is that for your website to be effective, two things have to happen. Number one, customers need to find your website. That is where SEO comes in. And number two, customers have to stay on your website long enough to get the information that they need to make a decision to do business with you. You know, the benefits of a MaxGroup world-class designed website is that we help you reach and engage more customers. We help you educate, inspire, and excite visitors to purchase. Your brand becomes respected and referred. You edge out your competition and dominate your niche. Your customers have a great visitor experience, which brings them back. That you establish trust and authority to convert customers. Your website is your least expensive ad buy to reach masses. We can also help you elevate your site through fresh blog content and implement SEO so that you can go viral in just a few months. Now, it is essential that your website is mobile optimized because Google penalizes websites that are not mobile optimized, and their new algorithm will move you down on the search results. 74% of all mobile phone owners now use their smartphone device to access the web instead of their PCs or their laptops. And a big challenge for business owners is that 61% will abandon the site right away that isn't optimized for mobile because pinching and zooming has become unacceptable. And since 55% of consumer conversions happen within an hour of conducting a mobile search, it is really, really important that your mobile website is easy to navigate. This is why we create menu-driven mobile websites that customers can very quickly and easily navigate through. Remember, I told you earlier that for a website to be effective, two things have to happen. Number one, customers have to find your website, and that's where SEO comes in. But number two, customers have to stay on your website long enough to get the information that they need to make a decision to do business with you. Well, our menu-driven mobile websites make it very easy for your potential customers to find what they're looking for in just a few clicks on your website. And this increases your conversion rate for the customers who choose to do business with you. Let's pause from the presentation for a moment, and let me point out that nothing beats conversation like demonstration every time. So one of the most powerful things is if you can show them an actual menu-driven mobile website, it always makes the difference. I would suggest that you go to www.maxgroupbusiness.com ahead of time from your mobile phone and download our MBS icon onto your mobile phone homepage so that you can very easily access our site. So you will have the MBS logo icon right on your home page. And then when you're sitting in front of the customer, I would pull out my phone, I would click on the icon, which will launch our mobile website. And when you get onto the site, click on the mobile website tab, scroll down to sample mobile sites, and we have several before and after examples of our menu-driven mobile websites. And the very first example is for a prosthodontist. I would click on the after example, and when it comes up, show the prospect the menu so they can see how easy it is for their customers to find the information that they're looking for. In this example for this prosthodontist, I would especially click on the Procedures tab to show how quick and simple it is for customers to find the information. This website is a great example because they have over 20 plus procedures, and this would be very difficult on just a mobile optimized website to navigate through. A menu-driven mobile website makes it so much easier. And remember, if a customer can find the information they're looking for very easily, a lot of times that converts to a new customer. Now, the second example is for a restaurant. And I would use that if you're talking to any type of restaurants or any type of business that maybe has a list of services. What I would particularly show on that second site, which is Alpine Steakhouse, and I would select the menu so that you can show how easy it is for their customers to go through the menu and find the information that they're looking for. Again, nothing beats conversation like demonstration every time. So one of the other great things about our menu-driven mobile websites is that we create a custom icon that goes onto the home page, which is an app feature. So that's why I would encourage you to put that on your home page so that when you're clicking on it to even open up our website, I would point out that all of our menu-driven mobile websites are built with an app feature where they can click on the web app at the bottom of the screen and it saves that icon onto their home page. And that makes it very easy for customers to keep returning back to that website. This is especially great for restaurants that have online menus where they want their customers to keep coming back to their website. We talked about for your website to be effective, customers need to find your website. Well, that's where SEO, search engine optimization, comes into play. MaxGroup Business has one of the best teams of SEO experts in the country. Your SEO results are going to be driven by Google-trained and Google-certified engineers and technicians with years of experience. Our team is not made up of some kid who took one course at a community college and then is now employed by one of our competitors. We've also been recognized as one of the top and most importantly, most client-friendly and effective SEO companies as recognized in Inc. magazine, ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, and many others. Our mission is to help you get found on Google and other search engines. But to dramatically increase the number of customers who find your business, you must implement 4 SEO key elements into your website: authority, content, backlinks, and your site needs to be mobile user friendly. You know, the internet today is all about your visibility. The higher you rank in the search engine results, the more website visitors that you're going to receive. And the number one driver of traffic to content sites is internet searches, beating social media by more than 300%. 85% of customers use the internet search engines to find information on products, services, and a business. And did you know that 95% of consumers never scroll past the first page of search results? Only 5.9% of clicks happen on pages 2 and 3, and even less on the rest. So it is essential that you show up at the top of the search results. And 85% of clicks resulting from a search are on the organic links rather than the paid ads. It's interesting how things change because your business card today isn't a business card, it's Google. But the challenge is that most people are searching for what you sell rather than by your company name, since they don't even know that your business exists. Our team of experts knows how to get you results. We get your website ranked at the top of the search engine results for the keywords and phrases your new customers are searching for online. MaxGroup offers 4 distinct but overlapping plans for our clients. We have our SEO Essentials, which is just that. It's incredibly affordable at only $400 a month. We accomplish more than our competitors do for their $2,000 to $3,000 a month plan, and we guarantee it. Our SEO Local is for businesses that need to really spread out their service area to a several hundred-mile radius. We have our SEO Regional, which is for a company that needs a multi 5 to 8 state approach. And if you're a company that wants to reach all 50 states in the U.S., then we have a national plan that will fit your requirements. All of our plans are month to month with regular written monthly reports so that you can vet what we're accomplishing. And of course, all of our plans come with the industry gold standard of a no questions asked money back guarantee. One of the critical elements for a successful SEO campaign is citation sites. This is one of the main resources where many people get their information about a company. Well, Google trusts citation sites 100%. And if your information isn't accurate on them, Google won't trust you. Remember earlier I told you that a big part of improving your SEO is to create backlinks to your website from other websites that Google knows and trusts. Well, if Google searches the top citation sites and if your company information is not consistent, well, that's a big red flag for Google and they will penalize you for that. This is why with all of our SEO plans, one of our first objectives is to get your information listed and accurate on all of these trusted citation sites. So getting started is easy. We will give you a free in-depth evaluation. Then you'll start receiving monthly emailed reports. You know, our competitors don't like to be held accountable, while at MaxGroup we partner with you. And that means that we send you common sense reports on a regular basis so you can see exactly what we're doing and the results that it's producing towards your goals. One of the things that sets us apart from everyone else in the industry is the fact that we don't have long-term contracts. We're month to month. So if you aren't satisfied, you've got options. We have no upfront deposits, and like I said, we've got a money-back guarantee. We're one of the only companies in the industry that offers a 100% service guarantee because we know we are doing what it takes every day to move you up in the search results. Now, remember I mentioned just a few minutes ago about a big part of improving your SEO is to create backlinks to your website from other websites that Google knows and trusts. Well, one of the best ways to do that is through a press release. Press releases are a fantastic way to get your brand and your story viewed by millions of people, and they get you authority, rank, and more business, and they create backlinks. MaxGroup Media guarantees we will syndicate you on ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, CW, Google, Yahoo, Bing, Facebook, and Twitter news outlets. We have contracts with 500 plus news outlets and over 100,000 business blogs, making us the largest syndication network worldwide. Imagine the credibility that will bring to your business. Our MaxGroup intelligent email automation is very unique because unlike traditional email marketing, our technology talks with and responds to your prospects. Our proprietary intelligent behavioral-based email system creates automations based on your contacts' actions, their interests, or their behaviors, which increases the chances of them doing business with you. We refer to this as if this, then that type of campaign. This gives you the ability to be able to target market to your customers and give them exactly what each individual wants. For example, when a customer selects a particular item in one of the emails, the system sends them relevant information based on their individual responses. If you run a small business, it can be hard to stay connected with customers when you're trying to keep up with everything else. It's like you have a personal marketing rep working for you 24 hours a day. Okay, let's do a quick breakdown of some of the very important things to remember when you're doing your presentation. Throughout your conversation, always speak in terms of benefits. Remember that the business owner is convinced with driving customer traffic to increase revenue. That is their main concern, and you want to make sure throughout your presentation that you speak to their main concern. Remember that price is only an issue in the absence of value. Your job is to educate the potential customer about our value. I know this is true because I watch customers who didn't have the money find the money to create a website because they saw the value, which had them want to figure out how to get the money. Your job is to educate and consult, not convince. One of the other points I want to make is that you want to assume the sale. What we have makes such a tremendous difference for businesses. Be confident and have conviction about the difference that you're going to make. Here's a tough one. Know when to stop talking and close the sale. This is tough sometimes because as humans, we project. I love the saying, your inner world is projected into your outer world. Sometimes you think they need more information because you like a lot of information. Some people don't need as much information as you do, so be aware of that and know when to stop talking and to close the sale. When you pull out the brochure, you also want to make sure you pull out the forms that you're going to need to close the sale. You will need the MBS customer service agreement ready so that you can flow from the presentation into getting their information so you can get them started. And then I also want to point out, as a consultant, help them determine the appropriate plan for them. I want to cover a few additional items that specifically relate to closing the sale. I can't stress enough that you want to keep the prospective customer involved throughout your presentation. You want to avoid getting into presentation mode where you're just talking at them for a long period of time without having them agree with something that you're saying. A presentation should be more like an interactive conversation rather than a one-sided presentation. So you want to ask questions to get them involved throughout and keep the conversation interactive. Don't go longer than 2 or 3 minutes without getting a mini close such as, can you see how that could benefit your business and increase your revenue? Remember this, a person's mind will wander in 2 to 3 minutes, even when they're interested. The way to keep them with you is to keep asking questions that require them to give you many answers. The simple act of them responding, especially favorably, to your information is about 1/3 of the sale. Other examples of mini closes could be, when you have a weekly special posted in your store, how do you currently communicate that with your customers who have not been back in your store for weeks? Or does that make sense? Or is that working as well as you'd like it to? Your music needs to stay consistent throughout your presentation. And what I mean by music is that during your presentation, everyone has certain tonality and voice inflections which should stay consistent. A common mistake is for someone to think of their presentation in 2 parts. You've got the presentation and then you've got the close. Many times the music feels different, like 2 different songs. If you see your presentation as one fluid, consultative, problem-solving conversation, then so will your prospective customer. Once you've completed the part of the presentation that explains how our services can help them, never ask the question, do you want to do this? Assume the sale, pull out the paperwork, put your pen on the paper and get ready to write. Instead, say something like, so would our regional SEO plan or our national SEO plan be a better fit for your objectives? Remember that human nature is to want to put off making a decision. If the presentation's been interactive and you've been getting their buy-in throughout, the best way to move the conversation through the close is to assume the close. If you know that our mobile text marketing, menu-driven mobile websites, desktop websites, SEO, press releases, or email marketing automation can make a huge difference for their business, then have the confidence and conviction for what we do. A good example of a close could be, hey Bill, all I need to do is get a few pieces of information from you so that we can set up your account. Then you can start to put up signs around your business and you can have customers begin to text to join your mobile club this weekend. Then as early as next week, you can begin texting your special offers and incentives to your customers so that you can increase your sales. Bill, what's your last name? And then put your pen on the customer service agreement. They will tell you if for some reason they don't want to move forward at this time. Be very careful not to take a question as an objection. Most often, questions simply indicate that the customer is not clear on something, so they will ask a question to clarify. This does not mean that they don't want to move forward. In fact, it shows their interest. So if someone asks you a question, all there is to do is to clarify. You might say something like, Bill, I wonder if you could help me out. You know, since what we discussed is such a great fit for your business and would increase your sales, and our programs are the least expensive way to gain the highest possible return, what is it that I failed to explain to you that may have caused you to hesitate or that you want to think about it? So remember that because many people don't like to make a decision, they will put off even things that they want and they know would make a huge difference in their business. As a consultant, you want to help them move forward so they can begin experiencing the benefits. Now, let's cover one of the most important parts of the sales process, which is follow-up. Remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. Every successful sales professional knows the importance of keeping the funnel full, and this refers to always having a high number of prospects in the pipeline at all times. We suggest that you immediately get 30 to 50 prospects in process and keep that many in process at all times. These are people that you've had a conversation with about our MaxGroup solutions, but for whatever reason, they've not made a decision to move forward yet. Everyone has a different buying cycle. Some people just take time to make a decision, and for others, they need to wait because of the money or the timing. Sometimes you will walk into a business and have a conversation with the business owner or decision maker, and they will sign up for our services on the spot. Other times you'll have a brief conversation and then you'll have to schedule a time to come back and talk further. Sales is a process, and to be successful, you have to make follow-up an essential part of your sales process. Manage your expectations by realizing that some people sign up for our MaxGroup services immediately, some after you follow up with them one time, and others after 3, 5, sometimes 10 conversations. As a marketing director, you cannot afford to make the big costly mistake of not following up with a prospect. Wait, 5 to 10 times you say? Sure, but isn't it worth it to get paid on that account up front and then residually for years and years? Keep in mind that earlier I gave you some actual examples of how you could build a portfolio to generate thousands of dollars in residual income. So wouldn't that be worth following up 3, 4, 10 times? Here are some statistics according to the National Sales Executive Association. 48% of salespeople never follow up with a prospect. 25% of salespeople make a second contact and then they stop. 12% of salespeople only make 3 contacts and then stop. And only 10% of salespeople make more than 3 contacts. This means they're losing a small fortune. Here are their statistics on closing sales. 2% of sales are made on the first contact. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact. 10% of the sales are made on the fourth contact. And can you believe this? 80% of the sales are made on the 5th to the 12th contact. And this is why the fortune is in the follow-up. Here's a fun fact. I called on a business owner and presented to them The owner wanted to think about it, so I stayed in contact with him, following up but trying not to be a pest, always checking back with a phone call and email. I mailed him a brochure, even though, yes, I had already given him a brochure. You know how it is. You're trying to just stay creative in the follow-up process. But the follow-up took months. But the result was that I got an SMS sale for $159.95 a month. Well, if you wrote that as an SVP, your upfront commissions would be between $120 to $160. Your residual income would be $60 per month. And the account has been on for 3 years, which means that you would have been paid $2,160 in residual income alone, and that's still going. And then here's the other great part of it is I stayed in touch with him, and a couple years ago we created a menu-driven mobile website and a desktop website. For you as an SVP, that would mean that you made over $800 if they were your third plus sale for the month. You get the picture, right? Never underestimate how much a single customer can mean to you. Now here's an important key to effective follow-up. If you walk into a business to share our MaxGroup services and you find that the owner's not in, it's important that you befriend the coworker that you're speaking to. You just never know the relationship of that person to the owner, and you don't want to underestimate the influence that person may have with the owner. Here's another fun fact. As I look back over the customers that I've helped, I can link many of them to a referral, and in many cases, it was a result of just being kind to the coworker. You know, recently I got a great referral which led to a new sale with the owner of a restaurant because the coworker was the owner's daughter, which I didn't know at the time. And that's why your goal is to turn that coworker into your raving fan. Before you leave the business, here are a few pieces of information that will make your follow-up more effective. You want to make sure that you get the name of the coworker that you left the brochure with. You want to get the name of the owner. And you also want to make notes about the business, such as the industry, were they busy, upcoming events, did they have daily or weekly specials, anything else that you can use when you're following up. Remember that one of the most important steps in any sales process is to build a relationship with the customer. People buy from people that they like and trust. When you're going in and out of businesses in a cold market, people you don't know, there are things that you can do to warm up the relationship. Knowing the business owner's first name, the coworker's name, and something about that business all help you build that relationship. Here's an example of how you'll integrate all the information you gathered into a follow-up conversation. So if I were calling the owner, I could say something like, "Hi, is this Bill?" "Hi, Bill, my name is Jeff. I stopped by your restaurant yesterday and spoke with Karen. I left a brochure and I wanted to make sure that you received it. The reason that I'm calling is that when I was in your restaurant, I noticed you've posted your weekly events and daily specials for the customers who happen to come into your restaurant, but you don't have a way to take those specials to your customers outside your four walls. My company, MaxGroup Business Solutions, specializes in mobile text marketing, which would give you the ability to push those specials and events directly to your customer's mobile phone so that you can drive traffic when you need it the most. I also searched your business on my smartphone and noticed that you don't have a mobile website, which means that you're being penalized by Google and moved down on the internet search results, which means you're losing a lot of business. I would like to set up a time either tomorrow or Wednesday to sit down for about 20 minutes or so that I can share with you how we can help you increase revenue by taking your business to your customers, but also how you can bring more customers back to your business. Is the morning or afternoon better for you? Let's break down the follow-up process. Remember that you only have 30 to 60 seconds to grab the prospective customer's attention, so be brief and to the point. Remember, the most important thing for that business owner is increasing their revenue, and they do that by increasing customer traffic. You want to constantly highlight the benefits rather than features. And it's important that you highlight some of the observations you made while you were in their business and connect those items to our solutions. And when you're scheduling the time to sit down, never ask what time is good for you or can we meet. That leaves the control in their hands, and many times human nature is for them just to put off sitting down with you. If you give them 2 alternative times within the next 1 to 2 days, usually they'll pick one of them. Always assume the appointment. Let's talk for a moment about how to handle objections or questions. An objection is usually not an objection as much as it is a signal that they need more information. So let's go through some of the most asked questions. I've had business owners tell me that they already have these customers, so why do they need to market to them? My answer would be, I'm sure you have loyal customers, but so do all your competitors. And with our service, you can bring those customers back more frequently. Imagine if you could take that 1 time per month customer and bring them back 2 or even 3 times per month. You've just doubled, if not tripled, your sales. And I always share with them a great example is McDonald's. There is no brand that is more recognized than McDonald's, but they have to constantly market to their customers because if they don't, their competitors will. Another concern that I've heard in the field is that I don't like to give anything away. We've never had to do this before. And my response would be, I understand, but it is a much different environment now than ever before. You have the economy forcing your customers to take advantage of coupons and other incentives like never before. And unfortunately, since your competitors are offering discounts, you may have to in order just to compete. Imagine if one of your customers likes your restaurant, but they have a coupon for one of your competitors. It's a buy one, get one free. Where do you think that they're going to go? Also, with our technology, you don't always have to discount. Sometimes you may just simply be able to highlight a new menu item or feature a certain item. Another comment that I've heard in the field is, I don't like to text or like getting text, so I don't think my customers would either. It's like I said before, we all project what we think is real for us is real for everybody else. So I would respond back to that, I understand, but don't you think most of your customers do text? The reason our service is so effective is because your customers are choosing to join your mobile club. So you are not sending them spam or anything that's not wanted. You're giving them exactly what they asked for. Another objection or concern might be, I don't have the money for your service. My response to that would be, hey Bill, what's your average ticket amount? $10, $20, $30? If your average ticket is $25 per table and you were on our $159 per month 2000 text plan, that means that if you got an additional 6 customers per month, that would cover your cost. And our customers are reporting and experiencing a 17 to 30% increase in sales. Our service is a revenue and loyalty generator, not a cost line item. And the last comment that I want to cover is a response to someone who says, I guess I'll try it for a month. Well, my response to that would be, hey, Bill, all due respect, though we have many clients who have seen major benefits within the first 30 days, I want to create the right expectation for you and let you know that I would strongly suggest that you give our service 3 to 6 months so that you can really see the positive impact that it has on your business. I just need to be honest and fair with you. Remember a key principle, which is fully 1/3 of your sale, is the follow-up. Never underestimate how much one client could be worth to you and your family in the long run. Commit to the process of becoming great at this business. Greatness and serious big-time results usually don't kick in till around the 6-month time frame. Get serious, get competent, stay focused, keep a high level of activity, nothing replaces it. Keep the message simple and communicate benefits. Your results will grow your confidence level, and lean on your MBS support team and you will be unstoppable. So we've covered a lot of information today, and I'd like to leave you with one question. What happens now? All successful business leaders around the world understand the power of leverage, the ability to utilize a resource in order to achieve greater results with less effort. As a MaxGroup Business Solutions rep, you don't have to go it alone. You will have access to our state-of-the-art tools, training, support, and leadership to achieve tremendous results. Our revolutionary compensation plan allows you not only to sell the best-in-class products in the marketplace, but also to build a strong residual income. There are no limits. The great part of the MBS opportunity is the freedom that you have to grow as much as you like with no ceiling on advancement or income. You're limited only by your own drive and ability. This really is your chance to achieve in the next 3 to 5 years more than most people accomplish in a 40-year career in corporate America. You know, as humans, we all have the remarkable ability to get exactly what we must have. But there's a significant difference in a must and a want. Life manifests as a unique combination of want to and how to, and in order to be successful at MaxGroup, we must give equal attention to both. MBS is so very fortunate to be positioned with products and services that business owners really need. Like I mentioned earlier, more than ever before, business owners are faced with the challenge of how to connect and engage with their customers to increase their revenue. The internet and the mobile revolution are game changers. As for compensation, keep up consistent new account activations, grow your portfolio, increase your rank, and watch your residual income grow and compound monthly and become a substantial residual reward. You have the freedom to be able to work when you want to, take off when you want to, no need to check in with anyone. You know, in corporate America, you have to create your life around your work. And at MaxGroup Business Solutions, you have an opportunity to be able to fit your MBS business around your life. And as long as you follow the MBS policies and procedures, you can't be laid off, downsized, or terminated. And ladies and gentlemen, these are the reasons that MaxGroup Business Solutions was created. And here at corporate, the co-founders measure our success by the number of reps that are living lives they love at income levels that they design by choice. We're looking forward to working together with each one of you to achieve a level of success you only dreamed of.